the kids in my life that are going to be going to school. So that was a big goal. And you know what? We got into the school division no problem. They accepted us with open arms. And we did flag raising with the Pride Committee and with the Flin Flon School Division together. It was really beautiful.
Excellent. And you know, you can probably think in the future, you can think back and you think, you know, you could have helped ease here by having these events and things. You can help ease the tension or the anxiety the young people might feel if they are LGBTQ. And I think that's why it's so important what you're doing there. And that's real progress. It's real progress because you're actually ahead of where we're at here, and we're kind of in where I'm part of the area here. Part of the area here is a little more progressive than the rest of it is, but we're in the edges of a metro area here, and about 4.5 million, but a regional area here. And you would think that it would be more progressive, but we've got some very conservative school districts here, and some of them absolutely almost have no sex education yet in the classes. It's that backward yet, but others are a little more progressive and their open-mindedness, and it shows too in the way that the young people identify and also feel free and less anxiety as they grow up if they are LGBTQ. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Go ahead, please. No,
I was just going to say I'm very fortunate to live in Canada. I don't take that for granted. I understand the huge differences that we have in regards to other countries, the U.S. in particular. So I definitely don't take that for granted. I'm so appreciative of the fact that I can do what I can do. And I, like long-term goals, I wish that there was more I could do for the U.S. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, I feel very fortunate, very blessed to be where I am. I'm very humble.
Well, thankfully, the United States is going to make a 180-degree correction. I mean, it'll take a while, but on January the 20th, 85 or 86 million, whatever the number's up to now, million Americans are going to be celebrating the change that our course in our country, although we're still a very divided country yet. But that's.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you guys.
and we can rejoin the real world, and hopefully, but we have a lot of trauma yet in this country yet, and it's not easy because even you would think that common sense would tell you, we're a little bit off subject here, but you'd think that common sense would tell you that wearing a mask, when you're out in public, and every piece of scientific evidence points to wearing a mask can slow the spread of COVID. But we have people here in our country that actually have threatened, and the health directors in various rural areas, and they're afraid for their lives when they've tried to institute mask ordinances and things, and it's just unbelievable. And with the whole world under COVID right now, it makes you wonder, where are these people's minds? Where are their minds at? And
it's frustrating, definitely thinking about it.
It is. And thank God we've got the vaccine coming, and we're going to be able to, hopefully within a year, the world can start going back to some degree of normalcy, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed. I don't remember what normal's like.
Yes, a lot of us have forgotten what normalcy was. When you don't have to worry that your neighbor who's coughing and hacking is going to infect you. So that's positive for us maybe in the future here. Where we're on that subject, do you have vaccines coming into your area? Have they given you an indication that you will have in your area?
We do. Actually, our province, I live in Manitoba, and I think we got our first round of vaccines this week. I think they only sent enough for 900 people. It's going to start with healthcare providers. Yeah, so it's going to be a long process, I think, but to get the healthcare providers and the people in senior homes them first, so they're priority. So.
Yeah, we have. I oversee part of the housing coalition here, and we have clients that are going to get theirs this weekend. That are in assisted living centers, and so that was a surprise to me that they moved that quick down here. They just started bringing the vaccines out in the United States too this week. So that's something to look forward to, I guess, and hopefully hopefully a year from now that we'll have some degree of normalcy returning to the world.
I hope so.
We have. Tell me a little bit about what do you think? Do you have any special plans for the future here? Anything that you are thinking about doing for your Pride events that might be interesting? Or your parades, of course, will continue, I'm sure. Do you have any other things that you thought about, or other areas that you would be working on, or anything?
Yeah, we actually 2020 was a little tough, obviously, with the pandemic. We had planned on expanding. We just got a drag show to Flin Flon for the first time in 2018. And so we just visited our local bar, and we sold out the bar by 7 p.m., which was hey, well, people are ready for this kind of stuff. So we had 3 performers. So this year we actually had double the amount of performers. We had 6 performers. And we had planned on doing an all-out social in a hall that could hold about 500 people. And we were so excited about it, and then, the restrictions all came into play, and unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. We still did it online, so we did a virtual version, which went over really, really well. So I'm hoping to kind of touch more on that and kind of expand that more. And we're actually looking at getting involved with the SJHL, which is like a hockey league here. So it's the Saskatoon Junior Hockey League. So it's like it's a step right below NHL. And so we're looking at doing a game night with Pride with our local team. That's something that hopefully, once things start getting back to the somewhat normal, we can kind of work with them. Because Flin Flon has the reputation of being, really like sports people, minors, hockey players, and I'm looking to change that to make us seem more inclusive, and so it's not just like a man's town. You know what I mean? So
right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And the first it was a school division, and now the SJHL would be a dream of mine to definitely get involved with.
That'd be excellent. And a lot of people do that. In the United States, they have that they get involved with the baseball teams, or soccer, or football even, or basketball, whatever. They get involved, and they have pride events. I know in our area here, they do the baseball. They do Pride nights. They have a couple of nights, or Pride during the Pride week. They have a couple of nights, and that the LGBTQ community attends sports events together, and they announce things and so forth. So. And that's with some of the major leagues, not even the minor leagues. That's some of the major leagues here that we're doing the same thing with. So that's been helpful. I'm going to put you in contact with some other resources that you can do online, and I think that you might enjoy if you can at least take a look at them. And out of our area here, and out of Miami, and out of the Metro Tampa area here in Orlando, in Florida. So. It could be something you could share with some of your people up there too. I just finished an interview with the founder of the Pride Lines and of the Miami minority health area from the state of Florida, and a fascinating person. He's incredible history. But anyway, I'm looking forward to doing more work with you in the future, I hope, and staying in contact, and that we can do other things together, and virtually, of course, speaking of. And we have about 2 minutes here to wrap up. I'm going to let you do some of your final thoughts, okay? And
okay.
Okay?
So some of my final thoughts, I just feel like, if you feel like you can't make a difference, or you're just one person. I know it sounds cliche, but I feel like I'm living proof that you can do something. Because all it took was an idea and a couple of friends behind me, and we've grown into this huge organization So don't feel like one person can't make a difference, because you really can. And if you're doing something that you're passionate about, standing up for something that's right and that you believe in, you can really make a difference. So I just hope that more people can kind of look at the world that way and take that initiative. And maybe we can't change the entire world overnight, but we can definitely start by making things better at home.
Excellent. Yes, Jordana, you've said it so well, because I don't know if you realize this, but you are an exception to a lot of, because to come from such a small area and to be able to do what you've done up there, I think is exceptional and needs. And I thank my friend Dorothy, for who first introduced me to you, for bringing your situation to light. And I'm so thrilled to have been able to interview you here today. And I want to thank you for all you've given us and everything, and look forward again to talking to you in the future, okay?
Oh, me too. Thank you so much. This has been great. I hope that someone out there has heard it and maybe been inspired or or something. So
I'm going to send you. Right. I will send you links, and you can give it to your friends up there and have them listen to you. Okay, when it's broadcast, or they can go online and listen to it and download it. Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you have enjoyed today's discussion. This has been Coastal Progressive and Rainbow Forum on Society Bites Radio, and I've been your host, Steve Ryan.